Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Brady gives this one up to Jones. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation. And I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed. But the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. This is Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the kickers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well. Then I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Shotgun now for Breeze.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 veterans, Breeze to Sanders there for a Saints first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Breeze's throw going to be caught by Sanders. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 50.
And Kamara has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
For the point after.
And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly.
A breakaway from Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 59 yards. And the Saints are back within a score.
Lining up for the point after.
But yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who can also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
1st and 10. At their own 23-yard.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players.
And he's got Gronkowski yet again. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
To Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin, 26 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's Breeze. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports.
Score Buccaneers 17, Saints 7.
Breeze now on 1st down. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Kamara.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Offense. Don't you do that.
Whistle against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
The throw from Breeze into the hands of Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see.
And now look at him go. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Chris Godwin.
It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 43 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Now Brady again, and he hauls it in for the Bucs. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
William Golston in on the stop.
On the tackle. A gain of 2.
On second down, Kamara.
At the 27-yard line.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Now Breeze on third down. And he finds Cook. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
39-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Kamara.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Good running there by Kamara on 1st down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Saints are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Here's Breeze to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target, but it'll be second and goal.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Touchdown. Michael Thomas with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
A gain of 22.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Brady to Evans on the slant. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a... And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. William Golston just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. The final shot before half for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It's something we've said a million times, but we were treated to a fine performance in the first half from Tom Brady. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here. Third quarter, we'll see what else he has in store for us. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Third down and 2.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Breeze going to throw. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 20.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
It's 3rd and 2.
Again, it's Kamara. I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Running it with a fullback, Burton. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3. At the Bucs' 12-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They'll run it with Kamara. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Now they'll run. Hurry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. That throw by Brady incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 2nd down. It's Jones. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Buccaneers.
They'll run it with Jones. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
He's taken down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Brady's pass.
Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Fielded in the end zone, and we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
At the 24-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first.
He's got it at the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 50 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Their own 26-yard line.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
What's good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard
Here
line.
comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Here's Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. Big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of 21
Tell you
yards.
what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Brady's throw there complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the 2nd half. 1st and 10. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A 7-yard pickup brings up.
They'll go again to Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Jones again, the ball carrier.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Ball carrier.
Leonard Fournette taking it in. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths. Found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he falls. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. There are people, any fantasy team that has this defense.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That'll be complete to Cook. 7 yards, the pickup there. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Makes the score.
Lutz with the extra point. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they needed the onside kick, they got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Breeze. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Tom Brady sacked. Fumbled on the play. Recovered by Tampa Bay.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Fournette, a first down carry. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
42.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.